Well, we're going to go horizontal again today. Today is day 69 of A Song a Day Keeps the Virus Away. I'm Sally Rogers, and I can't believe that it's actually letting me do this in the horizontal mode. It seems to be totally dependent on what the phone had for breakfast. And speaking of food, today's song is about food. And there's one thing about this virus that I've actually enjoyed, and that is I don't have to eat road food. Usually we're traveling around and have to eat at all kinds of places, whatever happens to be where we are when we're hungry, and often the food isn't that great. So we've been baking a lot and cooking a lot. In fact, I've got to show you this because it just came out of the oven. Check this out. This is Jackie Wright's recipe for no-knead bread made with flour from Janie's Mill in Wisconsin. So having more time to cook and to bake means we get better food. Also, I've been going to the farmer's market every week and getting fresh vegetables. It's just such a wonderful time of year, enjoying local strawberries, all that stuff. So that's the kind of food that I've been really enjoying and not enjoying when I'm on the road. So this song, written by Malvina Reynolds, really addresses that issue. And it's called The New Restaurant. I stopped into a restaurant, and oh, it was a dream. From a half-mile up the highway, you could see the fixtures gleam. And they heated up the coffee cups with extra pressure steam. But the food was terrible. And that's your part. At the end of every verse you get to go, but the food was terrible. The waitresses were charming. They had such lovely eyes. Their smiles all matched exactly. Their uniforms likewise. And their hair was piled as sweetly as the topping on the pies, but the food was terrible. The decor was a symphony in orange and gold and white. The silver and the crockery would fill you with delight. The menu was a masterpiece. Call. They must have spent a fortune on the furniture and such. On the placemats and the napkins, they're just like linen to the touch. But the budget for the kitchen really wasn't very much. And the food was terrible. Another generation will forget the taste of meat. Tomatoes from the garden and bread that's made of wheat, and they'll never even notice when it's plastic that they eat that the food is terrible. Yes, the food is terrible. Another wonderful song from the pen of Malvina Reynolds. I think I didn't tell you, Malvina started writing songs when she was 55 years old, and she wrote a song a day until she died at the age of 77. She left behind hundreds of songs, needless to say, and there are a number of gems in there. And if you just go to YouTube and look up Malvina Reynolds, you'll find a gazillion songs. This one, The New Restaurant, is actually on an old what's it called, the Rainbow Connection that Pete Seeger had on TV back in the 50s, or maybe it was even in the 60s. But anyway, Malvina is his guest, and it's a wonderful little episode. You can listen to their conversation and then hear her sing The New Restaurant. And there's so many others. Well, tomorrow I will be singing you a song, and Howie and I are actually going on a road trip. But we're going to bring our own food. We're going to the Berkshires to visit Howie's high school buddy, and we're going to socially distance and see him. But we are staying in a hotel. We're a little nervous about that. But it's there's this new app that you can find that has, by county in the U.S., the degree of COVID COVID cases that there are. And so, for example, right here in our neck of the woods, the color is yellow. They go green, yellow, orange, red. And yellow, we have 3.3 cases per 100,000 people over a 7-day rolling period. And in the Berkshires, it's only 0.3, so 10 times less than we've got here. So we're hoping it'll all be fine. So we're going to go, and I will be singing my song tomorrow from the hotel room. Ha, ha, ha. Or maybe outside, maybe up on Mount Greylock I'll do it, because I think we're going to go for a walk up on Mount Greylock. So, but I'll have my guitar with me, and wherever we are at 4 o'clock, and where there's internet connection, that's where I will be tomorrow. So be well, be safe, and I'll see you tomorrow. And don't forget to stop in at www.sallyrogers.com to show your appreciation. Thank you very much. Bye.